Good
Hi,
evening,
ma'am.
Tamanna. Can you hear me?
Good
Yes,
evening. Are you able to hear me?
I'm able to hear you. I think you are having some internet problem, is it?
No, there is no network issue from my side.
Because your voice is lagging a bit in between.
Yeah, same is with you.
Oh my God, because I have a full internet, so that's what I'm trying to check. What is that? Now it is
Yeah,
better.
same here. I also. Yeah, yeah. So, how are
Oh,
you?
I'm doing good, Tamanna. I'm doing good. What about you?
I am also fine. So, I will wait for another 2 minutes till the time our audience is joining. Then we'll
Yes.
start with the session.
Okay,
So, I'm
perfect.
very this would be a very new topic for me also. Like, how, but because it's something I really want to know personally also that okay, how we have to work on this because last year I think Sushant had that issue like he was one of like he had got like he had the suicidal. So I want to know more about it. So I'm really excited for today's session.
Yeah, so that is what we call as, I don't want to use the word societal contagion, but somewhere or the other, we have to understand it is such a hush-hush topic and
Yeah,
how to
yeah,
go easy about it, where we actually convey what we want to say and get people know
yes,
what actually is
yes,
happening around, how they can support.
yes. Yeah, and I am very liking the way the government is also working on these things. They have like built up a lot of helpline numbers. They are working on this. We have different organizations who have a specific therapist for this. So I am really liking how they are going this way. The government is working on this.
Yes, yes, it is. The awareness for mental health has increased quite a lot, and we have to
Yes,
understand that part. And I think government and the coming generation, the new generation is very, very aware.
yes,
If I see all the new generation who are 20, 21, 25, 35, they are so aware, and that awareness makes a whole lot of difference.
yes, agreed. Agreed. And the way they are coming up is the like we have a proper month, then we have another month. October would be the mental health month. Then we
Yes.
have an autism day, we have an ADHD day, we have a Down syndrome day. So I'm really liking the way government is have started developing on these mental health illness. Okay,
Yes.
so
No,
let's
I totally,
start.
yes, I totally agree to
Yeah,
your thing. So let us today end silence or maybe a bit of silence on this topic, on this subject, which is
yeah.
considered to be very tough and obviously a brave, honest talk to open up and see how by talking we can seek help and support others.
Yes, yes. Okay. So I would give a little bit introduction of the topic, and then as you know that our audience also asked a few questions. Like we like on Manashala page, we had asked our audience to ask questions. So we will. I have noted down that also, and I will be asking you that also.
No problem. Anytime. Most welcome.
Okay. Okay. So, hello everyone, welcome to Manoshala's live session. So, as you guys know, according to WHO, every year a lot of people take their own life, and there are many more people who attempt to take their life. Every suicide is a tragedy that affects family, communities, and entire country, and has a long-lasting effect on the people left behind. Suicide occurs throughout the lifespan and was the fourth leading cause of death among 15 to 29 years old globally. It does not occur in a high income country, but it is a global phenomenon in all regions of the world. In fact, over 77% of global suicide occurs in low and middle income countries. It is a serious public health problem. However, suicides are preventable with timely evidence-based and often low-cost intervention. Let us understand about more different aspects of suicide by our expert Anupama Bajaj. Anupama ma'am is a psychological behavior counselor and an art-based therapist. And she also has an experience working with adolescents, adults, couples for almost 12 years. She currently submitted her PhD in psychology and art therapy. So, welcome Anupama ma'am, and she's also an expert with Manoshala.
Yes, thank you. Thank you for
And
bringing this. Yes.
and Manoshala is an organization which works towards the preventive health, mental, and it also works on the alternative therapies. So, welcome, ma'am.
Yes, thank you. Thank you for bringing me here, and I'm glad to be the part of the institution. And
Yeah.
for me also, as an art therapist, I have been always believed in doing some activities, something. So as a talk, I'm trying for the first time. So people around were really confused. Oh, are you only going to talk, not going to let them do some activity? I told no, let us try this for the first time.
Yeah. So, ma'am, is it possible to protect suicide?
Yes, it is very, very possible to protect society. See, most of the time the suicides happen impulsively, most of the time. But yeah, there are different reasons behind that. So if we know what a person is going through, it comes from genes, it may come from biological disorders, it can come from personality disorders, or I can share an example. I see a boy, no problem, nothing. He had a breakup with his girlfriend. And in 6 months, he actually started feeling hopeless, low. People judge me, people don't understand me. And that is where he started thinking, oh, why should I leave? For whom should I leave? He doesn't comes from a genetic or a biological background. So that is where some of his friends suggested, I think you need some help. And by the time twice he has self harmed himself in small ways. So this could be one reason, this could be one way where people see and they talk about that and they tell, oh, you need some help. Or if the family members around know you are going through some disorder, some depression, some bipolar disorder and all, so they have to always keep an eye what is actually happening. And it is that just the spur of moment that happens, and immediately if we handle that. So as I say, I am always 24 by 7 available on WhatsApp or phone, only for the reason I know I have lots of patients who have suicidal tendency or self-harming things happening. So I just don't want to miss that moment where I
Yeah.
pick up the phone. I just say, hi, what is happening? Why have you called me one in the midnight? And
But
just
it
that
would be
impulsivity is
it was
gone.
not scary for you. Isn't it scary for you?
I can I scary, no, I don't think so. It is scary now over so many years. Go through, see, we have to always know the sign. Pain is there in different ways. In the starting, I think it was scary when I started working, but now I think no. There are warning signs, and I just can't let any human life just go like that. So,
Okay, okay. So, ma'am, why do people attempt it? Like, is there any
hmm.
specific reason that they attempt it, or why?
See, if we come to specific reasons, yeah, if any mental health problem is there, like a depression, uh, uh, like a person said, I went home to visit my parents, and there I saw some notes or some book. There was a book, Right to Die. And after looking to that, I felt, oh, I can also do that, self harm myself or somewhere. So there are different reasons. There are different reasons. But yeah, depression, failure to take care of yourself, withdrawal symptoms sometimes, negligence. People just, one very important thing is there, Tamanna. Just imagine if you have a stomach pain If you tell your parents or people around, I am having pain in my stomach, what will they say?
Go to a doctor, have a medicine.
Medicine, or if it is a mild, chalo घर में कुछ खा लेते हैं, something, they will listen to that.
Yes.
Or if you say, and today it is bearable, tomorrow maybe it is not bearable, and you say, yes, we have to go to doctor, we have to see what is the problem. And it is so people listen to that. But if you say, oh, I'm going through, I feel like I can't do this work, and I'm trying and I'm struggling to take care of myself, people will say, why? Okay, go and do some yoga, go and run for 2 kilometers and come back. They will not even ask why you are going through that. What is why you are so hopeless from last few months? Why you have isolated yourself in a room and not coming out and not talking to people around? So for people around, listening is very, very important, more than talking. So this is
Agree.
a very prevention and a symptom also, where you can see in people. So don't physical symptoms can be easily seen.
Yes.
But to see mental symptom, you have to listen to people around.
Agree. Is suicide related to a lot of anger issues, frustration, impulsiveness?
Yeah, in few of them. I will not say all of them. We can see different things. Yes, that spur of moment when somebody get impulsive due to some reason, it is obviously one of the biggest reason.
Yeah.
It is one of, but only impulsiveness, no.
So,
It
so
could be in hopelessness. Many factors contribute to that.
okay. So, recently I was going through this article where I read that 10th-year-old kid, uh, a kid in class 10th, had like he died because of suicide, but he was a very simple guy who did not had any issues at school. He was like parents' favorite kid person, but he was a single child. So parents never got to know that why he went through that, what happened that he took that decision or took that step. So how we get to know that if suddenly it happens?
Yeah, so sometimes nobody has answer for that. I will say, or we have to really find the answer. Maybe we can meet the parents and see what is their background, what is their genetic or biological situation, or what type of friends it was happening. Sometimes everything in front is hush, 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 very clear, very simple. But what is actually happening in the background? How many of us we ask our children? Many of us, most of us, when the children come back from school, we ask them, "Acha, aaj kya homework mila? uh, how many subjects were you taught in the class, what happened in the classroom?" But nobody asks were you happy or sad, how was your feeling today in the school, how you felt. So that is, we have to change our conversation and outlook altogether to
Yes.
understand what is actually happening around, why that moment happened where a person has to self harm or go to a self destructive mode, and we now don't even know the reason, and finding out the reason is difficult but not impossible, Tamanna, I can say that there are different ways to
Okay.
go through it and understand that.
Okay. So our next question is that are there any biological factors which increase the risk for it?
Yeah, if you ask me from biological factor studies, yeah, I have read lots of researches and studies, and in as I say, this is very controversial thing where we come from, but yes, the research have said, or the postmortem have told this, that decreased serotonin level in the brain also causes this could be one of the cause, not the
Okay.
fix cause.
Okay.
We don't have
Okay.
a proved research on that.
Okay. So this is something I really want to know. Does alcohol and other drug abuse increase the risk of it?
Yes, I totally agree to that. It does. It does. So what happens? Just imagine a person who is alcoholic or any type of substance abuse. Over a period of time, the body is so much in control of the other part, the substance, what they are doing. So to get that attention or to get that thing, the body responds in a different way where it's not in your control. And family members or people around are trying to help you, where they are saying no, you can't use substance, or you have to take care of yourself, but the mind and brain is now not in aligned with the person. So we have lots of
Yeah,
rehabs. We have lots of
yes,
rehabs where we can take the person. And obviously it is one of the reason. It is one of the reason.
okay. Okay, apart from talking to a societal person and encouraging them or her to go for a counseling, what else we can do to prevent this?
I think psychiatric management, what I have seen over a period of time, psychiatric management is very, very important where we involve everybody around. Just imagine if the family members are involved, a psychiatrist or and a psychologist and a therapist together lay down a proper plan of treatment, and they are there not to let down the person, but they are there to help and support that person and facilitating their treatment, looking after what is happening, providing education. See, I think I missed on that part, but actually that stigma related to self-harming and self-destruction is so much. Most of the time when people go out and talk about that, everybody feels, are you crazy? Are you mad? What are you talking about? So people have that bigger stigma related to that. Family members or people around are not ready to listen to that. As I said, physical illness is there. We say, oh, we have to go to hospital. But now where? So that we have to create lots of stigma, like you have taken this chance today to talk.
Ma'am, I want to know about this that uh, does like okay fine if we get to know that okay there is a group of like let's take one person I know who gone through who tried to attempt it, you know a person who tried to attempt it, and we belong to a kind of a same place. So is it possible we can have a group interaction or support group kind of a thing where we are talking about this? Like we do have group sessions for cancer patients, AIDS patients. So can we do a group session for these people also?
We can, Tamanna, for sure do that. And we should start it. We should start it. I have people from these backgrounds who keep on telling me, ma'am, can you add me to a group where I can really understand I'm not the only one who is going through this. So it really gives them that courage and encouragement to know and to share that part with others. Okay, this is what I am going through, and if the other person is telling, oh, I am also going through that, so it is the time to move forward. But
Yeah,
yeah, in our country where 140 crore peoples are there, it is a difficult part but not impossible.
yes,
I
yes.
think we are on that way to understand that.
So a lot of time this happens that people are feeling better, they are going for the counseling sessions, their therapy session, and they are feeling better. Then why suddenly this happened that they try to attempt to go for suicide again when they are feeling better?
Oh, it is just, I can say, when they are feeling better, they have been struggling from long period of time, isn't it? And suddenly, if they feel, oh, I'm for us, I have seen people have been feeling better from 3 months, 6 months, 8 months. Suddenly, a time come where 1 day, 2 day, 3 day they feel very low, or some struggle comes back again, and they feel no, now I don't have that patience again to go through all that things. Why should I go through a therapist, go to the psychologist? I don't want to do all that. And let me just do what is supposed to be done. And they don't want to struggle. Basically, that fighting spirit goes off. And that is the time where actually the right kind of support is required.
Yes, yes. So, I would just take it as a hypothetical situation. If does happen, like I am talking to a person on a regular basis where he's being a lot of negative. He is continuously saying every second day that one day I will die, one day I will die, मुझे मार डालो, etc. words. I won't go to a deal. How, being not a counselor, like now I am a counselor, but if I don't take a place of a counselor and that person is not ready to go to a counselor, how, as a normal general audience, how I can help him
Yes,
or her?
see, yes. So, see, if any of our loved ones, any of people around, we know they are in danger. What I have seen, Tamanna, and I have instructed also people. They will say, I'm not going to a counselor, I don't want to go to a counselor. Nowadays, this WhatsApp is so simple and easy. So what I generally do, without asking them, I just leave a number on the WhatsApp. If any time you feel you need a support or thing, this is the right person you can call. And out of 20 people, 20, 15 to 17 people call, because that is,
Okay.
they need that space, they need that time. Other than that, we can't leave that person alone. We need to encourage them, talk to them, support them, listen to them. And they may be feeling guilty and helpless. They feel guilty and helpless. They don't know what to do. But support is very, very important.
Yes.
And we have to take care of them. We have no choice but to.
Yes. Okay. So, why don't people talk about mental illness like depression, bipolar disorder, and suicide? Why they don't talk about it?
Oh, it is a stigma. It's a big stigma. It's a disgrace in the family. Yes, it is a stereotype. How can that happen? It's absence of compassion and empathy altogether. It's not uh, in a family like me. If I am a psychologist, still people are not open to talk to that.
Yes.
So most of the
Yes.
time when we talk about mental illness, you are branded like a crazy person or someone who is lower or lesser. So society,
Yes.
behavior, cultural norms, lots of things are
Yes.
there which
Yes. Yes.
contributes in this area.
Yes. Yes. So now these are the few questions. One question is very important that I will be doing in the last. These are few questions that our audience asked us. So, are there
Yes.
any reliable suicide prevention helplines in India, like which we can trust?
I think this question is very, very tricky, Tamanna. More than suicidal helplines, we have rehab helplines in our country.
Okay.
Okay. Or,
Okay.
or some good hospitals. So generally, when a person self-harms himself, the first place is emergency in hospital. So, uh, but if a person needs to go to a hospital, when an emergency situation comes before self-harm, you feel the
Yes.
person is not in. So we have rehab centers. As per se,
Okay.
suicidal, we don't have.
Oh,
So there are if I'm in Bangalore, so in Bangalore we have Spandana, and we have few more, and we have. But if it is a non-emergency situation, obviously we can go for a psychotherapy, medication, addiction treatment, family support, and
yes.
education. But if we are
Yes.
looking for immediate help, I feel always
Yes.
hospital is the best place for that immediate thing.
Yes.
After that, go
Yes.
to a rehab.
Yes. So I want to know this that is it compulsory that for like if I want to be a part of this cause, like if I belong to that helpline center or something, institute or rehab, do we need to have a particular degree for it or a proper training or anyone can become that person to help others?
Yeah, I think I have a very clear answer for that. Tamanna, you are a psychologist counselor?
Yes, yes,
Yes. Okay, so just imagine I want to do a deal for my house. I want to sell my house. Should I come
yes.
to you or where should I go?
Of course, to a broker.
To a broker. So
Yes,
everybody has their degree.
yes,
Everybody has a certain way. to,
Yes.
so, okay. So if I have my
Yeah.
broken hand, I have to go to a orthopedics, not to a psychologist,
Yes. Yes. I
isn't
agree.
it?
This was the yes. Yes. Okay. So how do I know if someone is suicidal? This is like
Oh, there are, yes, see, as I said, hopelessness, isolation, there are lots of red flags which start coming quite before. And if we are aware of that red flags, why the person who used to be very happy, very jolly, suddenly from few months he's not talking. A person suddenly sharing, oh, till last 1 year I was very, very social. I had hundreds of social contacts. Now I have a social anxiety. Obviously, when we think of big mental illness like bipolarity, depression, all that goes into that, self-harming and all. There people are very, very aware. If a person whom I know have got bipolarity, we are treating him or keeping him safe. But other, if we see a sudden change in behavior, in symptom, and that is continuing, we have to be very, very mindfully aware of that. It is something like
yes.
that. If my weight is 70 kgs and suddenly I become 45, 50 kgs, obviously the family member will ask me,
Yes. Yes.
what has happened? Why are you losing weight? Are you not eating? Is there any problem?
Yes.
Same thing, we have to keep our eyes open and see, oh, till yesterday this person was having so much of uh, uh, incidents, events in the life, and why nothing is happening.
Yes. Yes. So how do we deal with the loved one after they try to commit suicide? How we deal with them?
Oh, always I say supporting a loved one who is into self-destruction part or self-harming part, it is stressful and exhausting. It is for sure. It gives a lots of stress. It gives you a burnt out issue. You feel helpless. Most of the time people who are loved ones and trying, they feel helpless, I can't do anything. So that is where the therapist and the psychologist comes in picture. They teach them, they give them the resources how to deal with yourself. That is so important,
Yes. Yes.
isn't it? So if I
Yes.
have to take care of someone, I have to take care of myself first and understand what is happening there. If I can't
Yes.
take care of myself, how can I take care of somebody else?
Yes. Yes. So, this would also, I would take it as a hypothetical situation only. For example, I know a person with whom I am somewhere feeling that he is going hopeless. There are red flags which I am experiencing, which I kind of tried to convey him or her, but then suddenly what happened? He or she stopped replying to me, blocked me. Few of his friends connected with him or her, and he then stopped talking to them as well. And we tried connecting with the family members as well that, okay, this is happening, you need to work upon it. But the family members also are not showing that much interest. So, in that situation, when that person is a very loved one to you, how would you work with that?
Oh, it is a
Because,
crisis. It is a crisis. It is for surely a crisis. So I have seen a place like Spandana in Bangalore where we just pick up the phone and call them, and they come to your house with their ambulance, and with the help of family members the person is taken to the hospital. See, we need to just break that barrier that time and
yes,
move forward. We just can't
yes,
wait for something to happen,
yes,
isn't it? So we have to take that extra effort, extra step, and use our gut feeling at that time.
yes, yes,
That is for very sure. It is
yes,
obviously a growing issue, and but if actually we keep an eye, it's very, very recognizable.
agreed,
Yes.
agreed. Okay, so uh, what should I do if I know that someone is in crisis and he is trying to consider suicide? What should I do in that situation?
I think contact emergency if somebody is going to Just imagine if somebody calls me at 12 o'clock in the night and tells, ma'am, so I can tell you step by step what I do actually. Maybe this
Yes.
experience can help people around. If somebody has called me midnight or 1 o'clock, ma'am, I'm feeling like this and I want, so I will tell you, I'll ask them, what is your house address? If you can message me or tell me where do you live, many a times. And if I have in the past taken family members' number also where I have seen people self-harming them. So recently a case came to me where this person has sent me a video कि I'm tying a noose around my head. Okay.
Okay.
And 1 o'clock, and I don't know whom to contact. So I generally contact the hospital and tell them. If that is also not happening, police, obviously, you have a full right to tell the police. Then I had one of the friend's number where I called. The friend told I'm out of station. He called someone, and that is how it got handled. So we have to just put that effort, and otherwise there is no other way.
Yes, agreed. Agreed. Okay, so what treatment options and therapies are available for this?
So I think CBT and DBT is the best part. Two
Okay.
two things, yes, CBT and DBT together. Obviously, we need family members. We need people to help that around in any type of disease. Just imagine if
Yes.
somebody has cancer, can they handle it alone?
No.
You go to the hospital every time you take chemotherapy, radiotherapy, and you meet the doctors, and four family members are going along with you and taking care of you. It's something like that. You need a full support system around you, people encouraging you, people talking to you, listening to you. It is a struggling situation, but we have to validate that and appreciate.
Yes, agreed. So, ma'am, can you to our audience, I being a psychologist, I know what is CBT and DBT. Can you just a gist of it can you explain to our audience as well?
Yes. So CBT is a cognitive behavior therapy where we talk to the person, where we understand that person. It's like a therapy.
Yes,
Okay. And same thing with DBT, where we understand their behaviors, their personalities, and try to understand them. So it is basically listening to person, talking to them, oh, you are not alone, validating them, appreciating them. And that
yes,
is what a therapist or a psychologist or a psychiatrist does. Or these are two important therapies. And if required, we can add alternative therapies in that. Like I do art therapy, so I use lots of alternative therapies to heal them, to make them understand, to increase their self confidence. They have low of self confidence and self esteem.
yes. So, are they doing it to grab attention? This was something I wanted to keep it in the last.
I think after a certain time, Tamanna, not in the starting. In starting,
Okay.
it starts with some other issues like hopelessness, isolation. Obviously, just imagine a person is hopeless in the current situation. Many of them have lost their jobs and they
Yes,
don't have jobs. So if we connect to that way, they have shifted to their native place. A person who is engineer and he is selling some cookies or some biscuits or something on the road. It is the hopelessness that has creeped.
yes,
So, and now he or she doesn't know what to do. And family members don't understand. They just want money to run the family day to day. That financial thing is so important for them.
yes,
But later, as it goes on, as the time passes out, they try the self harm, or you will see always, most of the time, they don't try direct self destruction. They start with small self harm and they do the small self harm, and people are attracted. And then it grows, then the mind tells, this is the way I can gain attention.
sure.
So, this could be
Yes,
one of the ways also.
okay, okay. So that was the end. I would ask audience if they have any question to ask us. I
Yes,
would
most
wait for
welcome.
another 2 minutes. Yes, if they want to ask us any questions.
Yes. Anyone has any questions? You can type it out.
We do have.
So would you
Okay.
like to?
Some, ma'am, I do have the questions on my here. I will ask you.
Mhm.
Some people have imaginary fears which causes anxiety and suicide addition. How to help them as they see real?
Oh, it is a medical process. You have to consult a psychiatrist, take the medicine, and with the medicine, your neuro brain get balanced, and then it is totally avoidable.
Okay, okay,
Yes. This is what we call as hallucination and delusion, where you imagine things and see things. It is a psychotic process, which is we can deal with that easily with
okay,
medicines.
okay. Like other mental health illness, is suicide is also a genetic issue. Like it is genetic or it's
No, it is not always genetic. It is
okay,
not
okay.
always genetic. It comes from genes also. And the other way is many a times when people talk about this at home. Oh, I feel like self-harming myself. I feel like something doing to myself. And when the children or other people listen to that who are, I can say teenager or adolescent, they think, oh, this is quite okay to do this.
Yes.
So that comes from there. So I don't know. Sometimes I don't call it genetic. Sometimes I just see. But yeah, it is both the ways. It comes from genes also, not always.
Okay. Okay. We have one more question.
Hmm.
Is it is difficult to identify in our own circle how do we approach when the person is not that close to us?
So when the person is not that close to us, we have to find out who is the person who is close to them. A person like me will never let it go. I am very sure. I will find the way to reach not that person, the other person, or if, as I said, if I get the phone number of that person, I will leave a message randomly. If you are looking for some kind of support, you can reach out here. Or I don't mind if somebody is not close also and talking, hey, how are you doing? What is happening? Would you like to talk? Or who is around you? It is very, very important. It is very
Yes,
important. We just can't let this thing happen.
yes, yes. So that was the last question from our audience. I would be so now we would be ending the session. Thank you so much, ma'am. And I think it was one of my favorite topic I wanted to discuss about it, wanted to make the people more aware about it. So thank you so much.
Yes, we have to keep our eyes open, and silence is not the way out. We can't
Yes,
run away telling people, oh, how do I approach? How do I not approach? All that is not the way. When we want things to transform, we want things to transform. So let
yes,
us all work towards this and identify, and we all are there to support each other,
yes,
isn't
yes.
it?
And yes, and I would request the audience if they want to ask more questions from us, they can ask us, and we can answer them later also by by the DMs.
Yes, yes, anytime. You can contact
Yeah,
Manoshala, you can contact me directly, anywhere. I'm always available.
yeah. Thank you so
Thanks.
much, ma'am. Thank you,
Thanks,
everyone. Bye. Take
thanks,
care.
Tamanna. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.
Yep, bye.
Bye.
Love to all. Bye.
Bye.